see when I press record. Hello, I'm Drew. This is Brandon. This is Tyler, as if they can see who I'm pointing at.
Yeah. Wait, did you start?
Yeah.
Okay.
In case you don't know, on our channel currently, we're playing through all the Mario parties. And after we beat them, we rate their minigames within that game.
So
now let's start with Mario Party 2. Did I
make
forget
sure
something?
you go back and watch our Mario Party 1, but not until after you finish.
Well, they don't have to. Maybe, a lot of people, this is the most popular of the three. It's like, I don't care about 1, I don't care about 3. I don't look at 2. So we're going to do what we did last time.
Yeah.
The majority opinion wins. Or, an average of the opinions.
Average if two people don't exactly agree.
Yes. So let's just start, Brandon and Tyler, and let's start with
Cake Factory.
Cake Factory.
So for this one is very inoffensive.
Do you remember Cake Factory? C for cake?
Very C for cake.
I would probably
like you said, inoffensive, not fun though.
I'd probably say C. It's kind of
just do your thing.
I'm contemplating D because if you get a crappy teammate who doesn't grab the cakes on time,
your character is just holding a fruit.
It kind of sucks in that it's split. So one person grabs cakes, one person grabs strawberries.
It's
well, if the cake guy doesn't do his job, the strawberry person.
Well, that's why I like it because it's coordinated.
I put a dead C.
Abandoned ship.
Horrible F.
tier.
A for abandoned?
So
explain yourselves why you think it's F.
Objectively, it just starts off back. It's like, go! And then if you're not already pressing the button before it says go, you instant lose.
Because the water's right there.
The way the fish jumps, it's pretty much undodgeable half the time if you're one of the center players.
And I hate that the fish, just to jump on that really quick, always goes to the top of the screen, so there's almost no incentive to always be in first.
Right.
Because he will always jump and max out on the screen.
He'll
never do a low jump.
If multiple people somehow survive up to the top and you're mashing, so everyone's characters are at the top,
right?
It just kind of has to arbitrarily pick a winner, and that sucks too.
And a lot of the hitboxes on those planks that stick out the sides is garbo.
And sometimes if you hit your head on them somehow accidentally, don't you slide back down the pole?
Yeah.
And
they're garbo.
You turn really slowly too.
Yeah.
Turn slowly. Those things are bigger than they should be sometimes. Some are smaller.
The turning also, you can tell, is not baked in very well because if you turn right as the fish hits you, you will you'll iframe through it. You'll make a sound like you're supposed to slide down, but you won't slide. Turn, so you can try to abuse that.
It feels like a half-baked game. They're just like, hey, if it functions, I guess let's get it out.
That's cheating.
It's one of the worst ones in Mario Party 2.
Mushroom Brew.
That one's fun.
For
this one they just keep.
It's like hey, hippie.
Yeah, just reaction.
Yeah, so it's reaction, but a lot of reaction games are react once and then whoever did it first wins. This one's keep reacting and pushing in the buttons.
Which I think is pretty cool.
really like it. I think it's one of the best duels.
I think it's
I would probably put it B.
Oh, look at that. Me and him agree, B.
Alright, I agree. It's fun.
It is pretty neat.
Totem Ground Pound.
Totem Ground
Hell
Pound.
yeah, I won this every single time we got it.
This one's just you gotta have the right rhythm and...
You gotta have
rhythm,
it's always a pretty close game.
It gets kind of hype if someone's right next to you, oh, I gotta jump just a little faster.
Yeah.
But with the way the jump frames are, it's really hard to master. So I kind of like it.
Probably put it.
I think it's a B.
I was gonna say I'd either put it above Cake Factory on C or below.
It's not quite A.
Alright, Brandon, you guys think it's better or worse than Mushroom Brew?
I think
Mushroom
it's better.
Oh, that's where me and him disagree. So it's up to you.
I think Drew said better, didn't he?
I think I like Mushroom Brew more.
Okay.
Bowling.
Bowlover.
Better than
this one's
the first one.
revamp.
This one is way better.
It is way better
than the first
because the people who are the pins have a chance to win.
Yep.
But you can still get a couple of free coins as the bowler.
Being the bowler is a lot
the
more
main
fun,
difference
though.
is you throw 2 of them this time, like actual bowling.
Yes.
Being the bowler is a lot more fun though than being the pins.
Wherever we put it on Mario Party 1, this one is 2 tiers better.
I don't even know where it was, but
no,
just
this
comparatively,
I would put this one as lowest on B. Okay. This one's fun as the bowler.
That sounds
fun as the bowler.
Lights Out.
Lights Out was a D tier game. The guy with that.
D?
I think it was D.
I thought it was
if you're the lights, you're just running in circles. If you're the hammer, you're either going to be really good and hit everyone, or you're going to be garbage and swing on the ground to try to find yourself, and the light bulbs are going to know how to run away.
But for me, it's a lot of fun with the suspense because it's dark, and then oh no, there's Drew! Whoa! And then I get hit and I die, and it's like
There's a
whoa.
lot of juking, and I find that fun.
Yeah, I like it more than the bowling games. Honestly, I put it
I
between
think this
that.
one's so far. I think this one's my favorite. I
Oh,
like
there
Lights
you
Out
go.
more than anything on the board. I mean, there's only 5 on the board right
Where
now.
would you put it on the board?
I would.
A tier, B tier?
It's hard to tell because I don't have anything to compare it to
Well-
yet. But I'd probably put it at the top of B at least.
Okay, and what did
See,
Brandon
I
say?
would put it above the bowling one.
You'd
It'd
put it
be-
here.
Yeah.
Okay, and I said D tier, so we would put it top of C or bottom of B.
We'll just put it here.
Yeah.
Bobsled Run.
I don't think it
the-
got that much better, but it got a little better.
Didn't it
It's
get
a-
boost pads in this version?
They put boost pads, and there's one split path.
Two.
But
And less
overall,
walls.
it's still pretty much, if you're in the front, you're probably going to win.
The
Yeah,
change.
you just have to.
The changes weren't enough to boost it a tier for me.
Yeah,
And in the
so-
last one, it was C tier.
I'd put it above the cake game, but in C tier.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd put it there too.
Bowser slots. This
It's
is
a
the
slot
item-
machine. It's an
just like the last
D
one.
tier.
D.
Yeah, just whatever.
That one's to get
what is this
items.
Oh, that's the diving one.
This is a coin mini game, right?
This is where everyone's a little submarine, and you hit A to go up and down.
Oh yeah.
That
and
one's
they throw
really fun.
coins in. Boing.
That one I would say is A.
Deep
Yeah,
sea
that one's
salvage.
really
that
fun.
one's an A. I like that
I
one a
agree.
lot.
This Western Land
Okay,
Duel. What
this
is
is
This
the
is
same
reaction
as
time.
this is the same as the
Quick Draw Court.
Mushroom Brew,
This
but
is
it's
the same
just a
as
single.
Mushroom Brew, but it's a single press. So I think Mushroom
like the
Brew is
same.
better.
Mushroom Brew is better.
That
than
one's
it.
only
Okay.
one shot, so I'd put it.
That's-
I'd probably put it at the bottom of B. It's still fun, but it's significantly worse than the Mushroom Brew.
I'd move it down 1 or 2 slots. I wouldn't
So
put
you'd
it
say,
totally
like,
the bottom.
here. Yeah, I think it's better than Lights Out. We'll put it here. Just
Yeah.
one away.
Okay.
Tipsy Tourney. Oh no,
No,
this
this
isn't
is
Tipsy Tourney.
this is where you
This-
ground pound.
Yeah. What is this called?
I don't remember.
This is called.
I remember the premise. You just ground pound and match the face.
Tile
in there.
Driver.
Tile Driver.
I mean, you're
It's-
just ground pounding a bunch.
It's really slow. It only really gets hype if you're on like the last block and you see someone else is on the last block.
Yeah, it's
such
I'd
an easy
probably put it
minigame.
as top of C.
Yeah, top of C tier, easy.
Okay. Platform
This boy's an
Peril.
A tier
Platform Peril!
minimum.
Okay, this one's better than Mario Party 1's, which
And
is
Mario Party 1's was
really
already
good,
A
So
tier.
I would put this in A tier.
Do you think it's better than Deep Sea Salvage?
I have
do.
more fun with
I
it than
do.
Deep Sea Salvage because I like the conveyor belts and the other stuff.
They made the money on the course a lot more greed versus.
Hexagon Heat.
You can't just like run and get it.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can't just run. Oh yeah,
Hexagon
the
Heat.
coin bags. You actually got it. Oh, do I want the coin bag?
Yeah.
I gotta jump appropriately.
You have to do like short hops.
Hexagon Heat.
You two liked
S tier
it a
in the
lot.
first game. S tier in the second game.
I agree,
You
it's
guys
S
both
tier,
like it a lot more
It's
than me.
pretty-
I like it. I think it's A.
Okay, I'm gonna
myself.
say this. It's pretty much the same game except they fixed the weird edge collision that let me push Brandon off in Mario Party 1.
Which is weird.
And Toad keeps speeding up faster and faster, so it gets more hectic as you
right.
For
So-
me, it's always been A. It's not quite.
Balloon
enough for me.
Balloon Burst.
go. This one I think is worse. than
Yeah, they
Mario
took the
Party.
balloon burst
I
from
like the
one and made it
free-for-all
worse.
one
It's
more.
better in free for all because it's more tense when you see 4 balloons blowing
And
up.
it feels more like it's just you. Besides,
Yeah.
oh, my teammate's
Also-
just not, you
yeah,
know, keeping up.
these kind of rhythm based ones, you feel you almost always feel shafted if your teammate is not as good as you.
Yeah, I like it when you're on your own doing this thing.
Yeah,
I'd
just for the pumping.
probably
it
put-
is.
I
I'd
don't
put it
care
in
for
C.
pump games. I would put it at bottom of C.
If the game doesn't need,
I put it on the top.
if the game doesn't need coordination, it doesn't necessarily need to be a 2v2.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where would you put it, Brandon?
I said
Let's
bottom of C. Drew said
see.
top of C.
No, see, I'm right in the middle. Let's see.
Okay, so middle it goes.
Do you think?
Uh,
Okay.
It
Bob-
should be
do
upper
you
or
think
lower
it's
middle.
all right? This will be left to Brandon. Do you think it's better or worse than Bobsled Run?
At least bobsled takes some coordination between you two. Like, oh, we need to turn left. We both got to make
Okay.
sure we turn left.
Well, let me make
That one's just make sure you're doing your job.
Let me make an edit to my. I think it is at least better than the cake game.
It is better than the cake
The
game.
cake game is
Okay.
just boring.
So right there, seems
Okay,
perfect.
That's fine. Torpedo Targets.
This one
This
is
is
hard,
weird.
but I think it's really
It is fun.
It's
If you have
very.
a computer on your team, is cheating. He just
It's-
knows where it is
I
instantly.
think
It's
like,
interesting, but it can be kind of slow.
I'm going to say, if you're the driver of the submarine, it can be frustrating when
It
you
is
can't
hard.
figure out where the targets are.
And sometimes
But
they're hard to tell where they
being
are at
the
in space.
shooter is god tier fun.
It is fun.
It
You
is.
can also choose to hit the person or hit the target.
Averaging
Averaging
my
the
thoughts
two-
out, I probably put it top of B.
Boom. I agree.
Oh, okay.
If not, maybe a little down B, but towards the top.
I was going to say bottom of A, but this is close enough.
That works for me.
Next is, what is this called? Psychic Safari. This is the duel and Mystery
This one's
Land.
literally just mash A.
It's A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B.
Oh, it's just
it's the rhythm.
It's pretty.
I'd put it above the balloon popping team game.
This one's just like that, except for your mashing and you're by yourself.
Yeah, you're mashing as fast as you can. You're by yourself. So yeah, I do think it definitely needs to be better.
Okay.
It has a lot more on the line too. Sometimes. Let me tell you that much.
Let me find out the name of this
100 coins or whatever.
This is like Logger.
I like this one.
Let me find out.
Sawbones,
I have a list here.
Sawbros.
This one's called Looney Lumberjacks.
Looney Lumberjacks.
This is the A-B coordination.
I
like
pretty
the
neat.
coordination in this one.
I do too, but I don't think the coordination's very apparent because when me and Drew first tried it, we thought it was Drew pulls and then I pull. We thought it was only pulling.
But after that, I got it. It was a lot of fun.
When you have good coordination, you go really fast. It feels really good. I probably would put it right above the pop gun duel.
I like that it has an incentive to be fast, but not too fast, because then you don't get full cuts. So you just go.
Yeah.
So I kind of like its rhythming a bit.
I'd put it here if it were me.
I'd put it low A.
Low A here.
Yeah, I like it.
Drew and I both said B. I said lower on B than Drew.
I would
go ahead and put it high B then.
I put it only 2 games below Drew's.
You think?
I put it.
So it sounds like right there.
Yeah.
I put it between bowling and the pop guns.
I think this one's way more fun than the bowling.
The next game is
Quicksand Cast.
Definitely dependent on if you're playing Bowser or you're playing yourself.
If you're playing yourself walking in the sand, you just feel like you have
rough.
Zero control and it's rough, and it would be like a D tier game.
You feel like it's at someone's mercy.
If you're Bowser in the middle, it's really fun to just screw with everyone.
Everyone.
And if someone gets sucked in, you're getting almost all the cash.
I think it's fun.
Then it's like an A tier game. So if I were to average it out, I'd probably just put it like right above the Light Wolf game.
I would put it high C myself.
Yeah. High
because the sand is really
I would say
boring,
high
bro.
C or low B.
Yeah.
Especially
because
because
I think it would go here as an average out.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. From what you said and what Brandon said and what I think.
I don't remember playing the next one.
The next one is a Rainbow Run, which is Tightrope Treachery brought to this game. We played it one time in our playthrough.
Really?
But only one time. This is Tightrope Treachery.
If it's Tightrope Treachery, then F tier, but I don't remember playing it.
I don't
we
either.
played it one time.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
Yeah, would you say it's worse or better than Abandoned Ship?
Abandoned Ship's like trash, so
yeah.
probably above that.
It's probably better.
Look away.
Look away. The game is
gets in your head.
silly.
It's
it's a guessing game.
I would say D.
I hate it because it doesn't work how they obviously wanted it to work. And it just turns into let me twist the stick and just hope, and it takes forever because the music goes for a million hours.
In Mario Party 3, we had the guessing game where players hid behind the 4 billboards, and then a timer goes, and then you select a button on who you guess. This one feels like jank garbage where everyone's just flicking the stick like crazy.
Yep, and
sometimes
you can flick after the whistle blows too.
Yeah, and so sometimes even if like Drew were to guess right, Brandon might flick the stick right at the last second and maybe get to move his head.
Yeah.
It just feels too imprecise.
And it has.
I would say it's better than the Bowser slot, but that's it.
I'd say top of D.
I would put it top. I would put it low F. I really don't like that game. The music also gets grating,
Low D.
and on top of all directions. On top of all directions, if there's a center,
the only thing that's fun about it is if you're on the bottom
3
3 and you lose in round 1, trying to match the top player just shrink more and more.
Yeah, but you don't. You don't want to have fun with the game after you lost.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
the next one I think is a lot of fun. Personally.
Yeah, so
this one was wonky. Remember, hey Brandon, can you get him in one throw? And I did.
This one's fun whether you're the boat or the bomb throwers.
When you're in the boat, it gets super tense whenever a bomb gets
scary.
really close, or when it bounces off of your boat.
Yep.
That's a lot of fun. And when you're throwing, it's always
you're just having fun for accuracy. Yeah.
Target practice is always fun.
Universally.
How close can I get? So that one I would probably actually.
I was like B.
When I was younger, I hated it. But now that I know how to play it, I'd probably put it in A tier. I'd probably put it in the middle of those.
That's exactly.
Yeah, for me it was B to A tier, so I'm fine. fine with that.
What is this one called? It's the Archer.
Archery something.
C tier for me.
Archer
I'm thinking.
Archer Rival.
Archer Rival.
Archer
Do not like it. When you're the billboards in the back, you feel pretty much hopeless. Sometimes the two randomly spawned characters will just put you in the corner and not let you move.
Yeah.
So if you're one of those players, it's like an F tier game. And then when you're the archer, like it's really slow.
You feel like you're underwater.
Then for the archer is like a D tier game, and I think overall I'd probably just put it in F because I'm just not having fun.
I put it
regardless.
in D. I put it at the top. I think it's at least better than these two.
See, I would argue more if there wasn't the two computer boards who sometimes just block you in the corner when you're in the 3. That's why I say it's F tier.
For me, it's top of D.
That's what
it's better than Slot Machine. I think.
I said the
but
exact
you get
same
locked in the corner.
I know, and it's stupid. But
it's
sometimes
stupid,
you don't.
but
hey, but the next one I think is pretty fun.
Okay,
this next one's wild.
That one's ice hockey.
This one's
if you like ice hockey, you'll like it. It's like that's foosball, ice hockey. I love foosball. I love ice hockey.
Who makes it?
I'd say A tier.
I think it's A too.
A, easy A.
I'd put it in.
Where would you say it'd go, Brandon?
I'd put it in slot 3.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay.
Slot 3, it's
I love
just fun.
I love it when it starts going really fast.
It just bounces around like crazy.
What is this one called? Mallet Go Round. This is the Mysteryland item game.
Very vanilla, very boring.
Very
top of D tier.
Yeah,
bottom of C
it's just
tier.
like whatever.
Pretty much.
I think it's better than the slot machine.
It feels
you
like
don't need to have. You need to have a little bit of timing, but not that much, and you can pretty much pick the.
Would you say
they
it's
call
better
it
than Bowser?
Well, I said top of D or bottom of C, so it's better than everything in D tier.
What do you think,
I
Brandon?
think better than Slot Machine. It feels like a mini game that's. They call it a mini game, but it doesn't feel like a mini game.
Yeah.
It's just there for you to pick an item, kind of. It's just a challenge for an item, not
Once
necessarily a
we get
game.
to Mario Party 3, there's an even more obvious.
So I would put it one below Arch Rival.
Okay.
Or however you say it.
Archer Rival, yeah. This is also another one. Roll out the barrels.
So this one is a shuffle like the Koopas.
Yep.
In the Koopa one, when you lost, you got nothing. In this one,
you'll get something.
You will always get something unless you get the Baby Bowser one.
Usually you'll get
something. I like how there's more different options. I think it shuffles better than the Koopas did.
This one's also easier to keep track of, too.
For me, it's like a...
Sometimes it got fast. I like this one better than the Koopa one. I'd probably put it middle of C. I think I'd put it above Bobsled Run.
Right here?
Actually, I would put it above that ground pounding one.
Yeah, for me, it's low C.
Actually, you know what?
Up here?
I have a lot of fun. I'd put it at bottom of B.
Dang.
All the way to the bottom.
I would put it bottom.
I'd put it bottom.
It's one of the funner item minigames.
Oh, you guys have a huge difference between bottom.
Because for me, it's just another watch where they're going and pick something, kind of deal.
Here then, top of C. You said the bottom of B. You said the bottom of C.
Yeah.
So in the middle.
I guess so.
Just from seeing the next picture's already got the song in my head.
Jesus Christ, the next name.
But wait, the bottom. That would mean somewhere here is the middle. Okay, do you guys think this is better or worse than Bobsled Run?
I'd rather do that than Bobsled Run.
I guess I'll concede.
Well, I mean, you already knew that because I said I'd put it at bottom of B.
I think the next one is called Honeycomb Havoc.
Yeah.
We did this one 800 times.
Brandon too. It's super boring. You pretty much are just hitting one or two trying to get someone to grab a beehive.
They want you.
It's extreme. There's a little bit of strategy, so I'd put it.
See, that's my issue with what you guys said. I feel like they want you to feel like you have strategy, but because everyone can kind of have a strategy, it leaves you open to nothing. You don't have enough agency.
You don't know what the other person's gonna press.
You never know what they're gonna press, especially early when there's 4 people.
When there's 4 people, you can't strategize.
And when there's only a 1 and a 2.
So when it's down to the last 2 players, you can kind of plan ahead and try to guess. But when you're in 4 group and the 3 group, you're pretty much at the mercy of whoever.
And what I hate is when it comes to the 1v1, if you have a strategy and then the other person just counters the strategy, your strategy is just to hit the other number. So like, oh, I want a 2.
Yeah.
Then the opponent hits a 1 instead of a 2. Then it's like, well, now I just hit 2.
It's also very slow.
Yeah,
it's very slow.
Very slow.
It's reactive.
After all this discussion, I've moved it down. I was gonna say bottom of C, but now I kind of want to.
I was gonna say bottom of C now.
That's a D game for me.
I think it's a D game.
Okay, we're going in D. Now, which one do you think is better or worse than? Where would you
I
put
would
D?
probably put it above the slot machine.
I would move it one more above from there. Is my spot. Yeah,
I'm fine with that too.
Okay. Well, I agree with that.
That game came to Superstars.
All right, Bumper Balls. They didn't really fix much.
They didn't fix anything. So
they want you to feel like you fixed something, but
we never got the ice variant.
One map is exactly the same. The ice variant is all flat, so it pretty much doesn't change anything. And then the only one that kind of sort of might have a change is the island one, but it's not.
But we've never played it and
never got the
actually had a decisive
But this has to go in
thing
the
without playing stupid. We had to play stupid.
Still almost always ends in a draw, so I would put it in last.
I would put it in last.
They thought, hey, we'll fix it. Didn't fix it.
What is this next one called?
Oh, it's musical something, right?
Melody go around.
Dizzy Dancing.
Dizzy Dancing.
This one's neat.
This one
I like this one.
Is an A tier for me.
Fun.
I can really.
Everyone's controls get shuffled, but they all get shuffled the same way, so it's not actually unfair.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that every time you jump in, they're shuffled differently.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of games.
Once in a while, you'll even not change your controls.
There's a lot of games where, you've been hit with Confuse, all it does is change left to right, right to left, or up to down, down to up.
Yeah.
But this is like, you want to walk left, you got to hold like up right. Next time you got to hold straight down.
This one's cool. To the point.
This one's a really
I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I would
it's
put
fast.
it at bottom of
They changed
it gets
this
hype
in the remake where there's like a timer and whoever gets the most wins.
I would probably put it at bottom of A. Every time I see it pop up, I know it's going to be fun.
I have fun with it. I'm good with it.
What is this one?
That's the one where one person dances and we have to memorize.
Move to the music.
Yeah.
F.
F tier.
Maybe D.
The memorization, I feel like the memorization is even harder when they split it up between 3 characters, because then it's like, oh crap, which ones did I have?
Right.
It's hard to remember where you were at.
I think it's I honestly would put it between Bumper Balls and the fish one.
And it's still pretty slow as a game.
It's really slow and it's not.
Where would you put it, Brandon? I'd put it on the top of F.
Maybe F.
I said F, but
I'd put it here.
Yeah, if you guys are both saying F, I'm fine with F.
What is that one?
That's Rock, Paper, Scissors.
This is one of the dual games.
I don't know what it's called.
Let me check. This is Rock, Paper, Mario.
Yeah, it's literally Rock, Paper, Scissors. It's very middle of the ground. I'd put it right in the middle of C tier because it's like the super most middle game.
It's the most balanced, vanilla.
Do you think
it's a game.
Well, hold on. Do you think it's better like button mashing to the Safari one? It's pretty much a luck game versus a button mashing game.
Well, that's still like rock, paper, scissors. It's still like, what's my opponent gonna pick? Is he gonna pick?
You got some mind games to it, just like rock, paper, scissors.
I would put it above
there's not much to say.
I would put it right in the middle, right above Bobsled.
I would. Center.
I get it. It's like, alright, this can be fun, but we'll see.
Crane game.
I like this one a lot.
Rake 'em in.
This one's a lot of fun.
This one, to me, is very similar to the fishing one, where it's like, if you know the timing, you're really good, and if you're not, then well.
I like this one.
This one I would probably put bottom of B or bottom of A.
Bottom of A for me.
Yeah.
It's not as fun as the music one, but it's more fun than the submarine.
We're
a
lot more top heavy on Mario Party 2.
Because they fixed a lot of games, and a lot of games don't rip you off. Where if you lose, you have to give your money away.
Coffin congestion.
Literally the same as that.
It's just
right next to it.
It's a worse version.
I say right next to it.
What they do is they open all the coffins. You see that? They just close it. Then they open it and you see all the.
They get faster each time.
And it does. It's worse than the barrels.
Would you say this?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
I think it's basically the same.
I was gonna say I'd argue maybe a couple spots lower, but YouTube will say that.
This next one's neat.
Next one I think is really fun.
This one? Let me find the name.
I don't know the official name.
Roll call.
Roll call. I like it.
This one I would put top of A. It's really fun.
I do think the bomb version of it is funner than the Toad one because they'll blow up and you have to kind of.
The Boo one's fun too.
The Boo one's fun. I don't think we got it.
Confusing.
Did we ever get the Boo one?
Maybe.
I don't think we did, but I remember playing it.
Yeah, they'll
disappear, move around.
If I were to average, because the bomb one and the Boo ones are funner than the Toad one, but regardless, I'm having fun.
Even then, regardless,
I would put it in the A tier.
I would too.
I'd probably put it right below the hockey.
This one?
Oh, you like it more than the Dizzy one? I like the Dizzy one more, but not. I would put it between Dizzy and Rake.
My only gripe with Dizzy is it's so short, so that's why I put this one above it.
Well, we can average it out and put it here.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Roll call.
Trains.
This one's Give Me a Break.
Give me a break. I don't want to play at F tier.
The Western. This one's just like.
I put it one slot below the slot machine.
Maybe.
Well, no.
It's just like this one.
I put it between those two because you're pretty much you don't quite as well get to pick the item,
right?
But it's still literally just press A, you're getting something.
Hey,
next one was in the last game, but they combined it into a 2v2.
This one is super boring.
Let me see.
Toad
Bandstand, not Mario Band. This is Toad Bandstand.
So you think it's F, huh?
I would say top of F.
I think when I get it,
it's boring. You just sit there and press A when they tell you to press A, and it's so slow that you can't really
this crap.
I do. I definitely agree with Drew on this one. I think it has to at least be D, because F tier garbage. That stuff's garbage. You look what we got down there. That's garbage. This at least it works, even though it's a little slow. The music's kind of nice. It's better than
Fate Look Away.
You do have an argument for that.
What is this next one called? I actually like this one.
This one is like
I love this one.
Totem Pound we already did.
Toad in the Box.
So this one is really fun because it's all timing based.
Yeah.
Except for the last one.
The last one,
I guess technically you could.
But that's timing based, but it's super
Too Fast for Humans. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of fun.
It's one of my favorite games in Mario Party 2
at least.
as well. I would say
A tier, if not S.
That one can get super hype if multiple people get up to roll 4.
Like,
I would actually probably put it bottom of S. That one's always fun.
I think it's the top of A, but I don't think it's quite breaking into S.
I think it's in the middle-ish of, like... I think these two games are better than that one.
You think so? I think it's the best of A.
Okay.
But it's not quite breaking S.
Tyler says here, you say here, and I say here. We'll have to average.
Yeah, just
it all comes down to, do you think this game is more fun than Platform Peril?
See, I think it is. And Tyler does too. Yeah. Apparently, because he said S.
Okay.
Yeah, I did say S.
Toad in the Box. This one's an item one. It's called Hammer Slammer. This is the item game for Spaceland.
Underwhelming.
This one is...
I mean, you just press A at the right time.
Yep.
Or
you mash it. You have to mash it and let
This
it go.
goes in the same tier as the train and the hammer the spinning item.
Do you think it's better or worse than these like rotating press at the right time?
The timing I think is funner than just mashing it until you think you got the right one. So I'd put it below those two.
I like it. I think I like it where you have it hovered right now.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Tyler, did you say like this one more or less than the rotating one?
Less. I like the rotating ones because there's some semblance of timing. That one's just mash A until you think you got it high enough, and then you hit B.
Brandon, you think it's here too?
I like it right there.
I think it's below the two, and you two both think it's above, so it should go above.
Well, here comes a big one, Shell Shocker.
S tier! There's three.
This one is pretty fun.
There's 3 different tiers. You're all strafing around and shooting, and the bullets can collide. So
tactical, you got some stretch, you got some cover, there's different maps.
Strafing, juking.
It's got different maps with the pipes.
You can shoot over the pipes.
Yeah,
it's cool.
This one is probably my favorite in Mario Party 2. I'm going to put it at the most top of S.
Very top of S.
That's what I would say.
What about you, Brandon? How much do you like this one?
I do like it more than Hexagon Heat, so I'm going to have to say top of S.
Well, my vote is taken down. I would have put it either here or here.
But me and Tyler both like it more.
So the new king.
I like it. It's fun.
Crazy
this
Cutters.
game.
This one came back.
This one,
to me, it didn't fix its issues from the last one.
For me, it fixed the issue in that
the rules are different. It's a battle.
The rules are whoever, first placement gets the most coins, second place because it's a battle game. That's way better than just, if you got 80%, you win. B, I think they chose shapes that work better for the fact that you cover up the screen a little bit because...
Yeah, in the first game, I think it was always Boo. And this one, you'll get...
You'll get Babam.
Yeah, you'll have more things to...
They're more... When your character covers up the screen, your brain kind of fills in the line better.
Yeah, and when something's round,
it's more continuous.
It's a little bit easier. Like Boo has on.
He's got random jaggins and
2 straight edges.
I agree.
When it's round, you can guesstimate a little bit better than when it's a straight line. You're like, okay, hold top right, and then it turns out, top right wasn't exactly right.
Where would you put Crazy Cutters?
I probably
last time I had it C tier. I think it's still C tier.
I was gonna say for the Mario Party 2
I don't think
version,
they fixed it enough.
I would put it high B for me.
I put it at the very top of C.
Okay.
Okay, well that's what Brandon said too.
Is that what you said, Brandon?
Yeah, let's say it's like mid to high C.
I think it beats everything else in C. Like that.
Yeah, I could
Tipsy
see
Turny
it.
makes a return. It's the exact same thing as it was before.
Exact. I don't think they changed it at all, did they?
No.
We
they
put
did
it in
not.
like what, the middle of C, just because it's bland.
It's bland.
Yeah, we did last time, and I think
Yeah,
it deserves to go right there again.
I put it between Rock Paper Mario and
the two shufflers.
The two shufflers.
Yep.
So like right here.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Handful
Here's
of
one of
Habit.
the few games that's worse.
This one got worse than Mario Party 1, surprisingly.
You can't
This
fall
one
off.
feels-
There's no risk.
This one feels much more just mash, and it's
And
a
do
really
the turns right.
long mash. So
Yeah.
I would put this one in like top of D.
Yeah, this one
or lower C.
hurts.
Okay, well,
Yeah, for me, this one's.
do you think this one is? If you're putting it in D, which
It
game?
would be the number 1 in D.
I think.
Well,
I think
I'm seeing
low
that-
C because I
I'm
think it's
seeing-
funner than the cake game. And
Now
the
that we're
balloon
looking
one.
at these games, I kind of want to bump the cake one down to D.
See, I kind of do too. I kind of want to put this one bottom of D.
I want to
cake down to.
I want to
or
move the
this bottom
cake down
C.
to top of D and then put this one where the cake one
Yeah,
was.
that's
So
exactly
third
what I want to
places?
do.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
do that.
Because sometimes you get a little
There
more
we go.
perspective after you see everything there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once you have more things to compare to.
Okay.
Saber swipes.
This one's
one
pretty neat.
Was the
I like
funnest
it.
duel. This one's the
I do think
funnest
so.
duel.
I agree. This is the best.
I think
duel.
this is the first A tier duel.
Yeah, there's the highest duel
An
so
8?
far is Mushroom Brew.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is the first
yeah.
A tier duel, and I think I'd put it on the far end though.
Bottom of
Over here,
A.
bottom of
Yeah,
A.
bottom of A.
Very good job, Saber swipes.
That one is
Because
fun.
it's
That one's
literally
neat.
like, bam, here's your button prompt.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Okay, here we go.
This one's grab bag. This one came back, but it's now a battle mini game for mushroom. You grab
So-
mushroom.
For me,
bag,
it's
you
kind of
For
nerfed.
me, okay, so dealing with your own money in Mario Party 1 made it more hype.
It did. It made
But
it more
the way
strategic.
this one works is both more and less fair because they just randomly will give someone the golden shroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't know where it's at because it shows the mushrooms go in the bags, but it doesn't actually show
Because
the gold
how
one.
much the coins hype it up in Mario Party 1,
I
I,
actually like
want
it
to
better
put
one.
this one in like C.
Yeah.
Like it's okay.
Because when you're getting mugged in Mario Party 1, you're like, that's my money,
I
stop!
think I complained about it in 1, but like at least it's more.
I like
it's,
it in
it's
1.
more
The gameplay
fun
itself
hype.
is fun, but
It feels much more like
it
you're
felt more
invested.
important in one.
You're
'cause
more
it was your
invested.
own money.
Yeah,
But this one is a battle, so it was still important.
Yeah.
it's an
But it just
unbalanced
feels a
battle
little
since
less.
someone gets the freaking.
So where would it go, guys? Somewhere in C, you said?
Yeah, I'd put.
I
it,
think that's top of
I'd put it right
I'd put it on
above.
top of C as well.
I was gonna put it lower on C. I was gonna put it
I
right
think-
after the balloon popper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, down.
Brandon, you and I said over here.
Yeah, so I guess put it
I think
center.
it is better than Crazy Cutters and all this crap.
Yeah, I think it's better than Crazy Cutter.
Next is Filet Relay.
Okay, that one is a fun little relay race.
It's fun to watch
It's-
Brandon do it.
It's
'cause, you know,
nothing.
he's constantly,
like,
he
"Woo, woo,
gets
woo."
the timing perfect.
It's nothing that special though, so I'd say top of C.
If the,
I think it feels fun. It just kind of annoys me that the one almost has a distinct advantage.
because he doesn't have animation like walks
Yeah.
and stuff.
But I think his max speed is lower than the.
Yeah,
Small
but
Penguin.
he still pretty much always gets through the best, unless you get hit by a snowball. Or
It
fall
feels
over.
slightly unbalanced as well. I
It's
still
not too
say
bad.
type of C.
But I think it's
top
fun.
of C.
What would
I think it's bottom B. I think
you
it's.
said
I
top
think.
of C, Tyler?
I said top C. Brandon said bottom D.
Yeah, I think it's funner than grab bag. And I feel like it's good. It feels fun enough to be worthy of a tier bump for me.
Okay.
'Cause I like it. I like how
I'm
how the
gonna have to go
physics
with
work. It's
Tyler.
kind of wonky.
I'll go with Tyler and put it here.
'Kay.
Instead of here.
This next one got spicier.
This one's a Hot Bomb, I think. Yeah, it came back from
This one's
one.
So-
This was a battle this
dang
time.
So
funny when
in
someone doesn't catch it.
In one, everyone just picked on one guy that we all decided let's take his 15 coins.
Yes, this one's a last man standing.
In this one, you still pick on people, but you still gotta defend yourself to the end. It's like, okay, we got rid of the computer,
It's not just
and then
one
it's like,
bomb
well,
done.
let's all blow up Tyler. He's got 40 coins.
Yep. In this game, you actually have to catch it. In the first game, you didn't have to.
It's funny
Oh,
when
yeah.
someone doesn't catch
When
it.
someone-
Because he's like, oh, you're gonna die, you're
You're
gonna
like,
die.
Boy.
And the other person's
stunned.
like, shit.
This one, I would say,
It's really fun.
I'd
I like
put it.
For me, it's.
What?
Mm.
I put it right above bowling.
I'm having a hard time between it being.
No, I put it right
EA.
above the loggers. I put it right above the loggers.
You put it above the loggers?
Right above the loggers, behind the totem.
See, I would put it above the.
Or maybe higher
Pirate-
than the totem game too.
I put above the pirate one in A.
Yeah, I was gonna
Above
put it in
the
A as
duel.
well.
I think so.
guess
I think it's a
going in A.
phenomenal game.
It's pretty funny.
Let's put it there.
But we all agree, way better than
This
Mario Party
one, this one pissed me off.
This one's Magnet Carta. This one's funny as hell.
Of the two car ones, this one's much worse than the other one.
Yeah, but the goal is nothing alike.
No.
You just so happen to be driving a car in both.
This one is fun.
It is fun. You have a strategy to block someone from trying to score goals, or
Yeah.
you know.
This one,
I think it can't go any lower than B for sure.
I think this one's a good coin game.
It's funny that
you... I would put this one above.
Okay,
I'd put it in slot 3 and B.
I hated it when you guys, Brandon has the last coin or something, or the chest is bumping, and my damn AI doesn't do a damn thing.
I know, it's funny.
But I feel like if I had a human player, the human player could have messed you guys up, and I probably could have got the treasure chest in.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of
fun. So I like it. I like it.
I'd put it in slot 2 or 3 on B tier.
For me, top of B. I like it better than the submarine one.
Tyler, you said here?
Slots 2 or 3, I said.
We'll average to here then.
Sweet.
I like this one more than Mushroom Brew.
Alright, next game,
right,
slow, boring,
game.
awful.
Crane Game's back.
Except I think they slowed it down even worse because there's no reason not to get the timing.
I like it better that at least the dolls on the ground have a chance to win money if the crane sucks.
Yeah, but the crane usually always wins. I
But
feel like.
this one's still horribly unbalanced.
And it
it's
takes a long time.
lot slower than
They
it used
stretched
to
it
be.
out with the time additions.
I would put it top of D.
Those time additions are so not necessary because they're free. Just give you that time right out the gate and let the players interact instead of, all right, let's watch Tyler get all these freaking coin things,
Yeah,
all these time
The 3
things.
timers.
I don't like
The
that.
3
Top of
timers
D.
take forever.
I'd say it's still a little bit more fun than a couple of the others in D. I'd put it top of D.
The only reason they throw those coin things, or I keep saying coin things, time things, is to make it feel like it's a real crane game. Oh, it's got very toys.
The game would be better
Where would you put it,
without the
Brandon?
timers.
I would put it F.
I would put an F too.
I really don't like it when we get it.
I don't really like this.
It is so slow,
It is slow.
and it feels
I
very
put it at the top,
one-sided.
though. I think it is at least better than the ones behind it.
Yeah.
Hot rope jump. They changed this one.
Way better. I
Way
like
better.
how the flames change color partway through, and then
bigger.
the random speeds, and the jumping feels better.
Last man
This
standing
one-
instead of first man loses.
This
Yeah.
one is an A tier for me. Mario Party 1's sucked. A tier for me in this one, though.
I think it's B tier for me, because while all that's really cool, you're only just hitting A. That's it. That's all you do.
It's fun.
It's
like,
really
go faster.
it's nice.
You do have different jump heights based on how much you press A.
Different jump
so
heights,
you-
so that's nice.
you
There's
gotta do some
strategy.
The random speed when you get after like what 10 jumps or 20 jumps or something.
It does start going.
I'd put
pretty
it
down.
in like higher. Oops. Oh god, where was that?
That was. I think that was right there, wasn't it?
No.
No, that was a C tier game.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was gonna put it mid high B.
I think
it was swapped with.
yeah, it was swapped with the Penguin game.
Yeah, I think the penguin was.
my mistake.
top.
Okay,
Somewhere
there we
in
go.
there.
PC
But even if
I
it
think that
wasn't-
looks right.
Well, I think Grab Bag was above it too.
Where's Grab
Yeah,
Bag?
I
Right here?
think so.
Okay,
Even if it wasn't, that feels right.
that's the placement we like.
Okay. I was gonna say I feel like this goes here.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds good for me.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I mean,
It's a way better game.
I said A, but that's like best of B.
Shock, drop, and roll.
This one's interesting.
This one feels janky.
This one's
It feels like the
three.
person. I think
If
it's
you keep
two-sided to
spamming-
the 3, and it's really boring because it's either I'm gonna run and try to time it right, or I'm just gonna spam jump.
I
Yeah,
feel
if
like
you
it
spam
was-
jump, you'll most likely win.
I felt like it was a lot more fun when we didn't completely remember how to play it.
Yeah, it was.
Because then I was like, woo, 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 and you guys fell. But after you guys
Yep.
figured out, it's okay, they're never going to fall anymore now. Now they know how to do it. And I would just,
It's okay.
I tried like
It's
everything in
not
the book.
balanced. It's not great.
I tried everything in the
I
book.
put it below the two shuffle games for items.
I would put it C still, because it's still kind of
Yeah,
fun
it's
when you're
okay.
trying to make it fall. I would
Yeah.
put it right before Cookie Cutter.
Cookie Cutter.
This one?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
or
one.
whatever
Crazy
that's
Cutter.
called. Crazy Cutter, sorry. Yeah, Cookie
See,
Cutter.
I
put
put
it
it-
here, Tyler?
That's where I said
I would
to put
agree
it.
with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
Good.
because it's really hard for the 3.
I think
Next
you
is-
know, Slugger
S tier.
Alright, but which...
I
then, honestly,
Shell
you think
Shock.
it's here?
Obviously.
I would put it between Shell Shocked and Hexagon Heat.
People who play know I love Slot Car Derby. All the tracks, the timing, it's somewhat
The
real,
tracks,
it's fun.
the track layouts in this one, I think, are funner than the track layouts.
I'm
in
gonna
one.
have to go with him. I do like Slugger Derby more than Shell Shock. So
Ooh.
it's
I
taking
love it. It's disaster.
Next is Desert Dash. They just brought it back. There's no difference really.
They
Except
just
you're
changed
gonna
the
hit it
theme. They just changed how it
Let
looks.
me see if it's still called that.
Probably not because you're not in
Dungeon Dash. Okay. Dungeon Dash instead of Desert, but it's still the same.
Same as before. D tier. It's really boring to me.
Me and Drew put it bottom of B last time. I would keep it the same.
Well, I would say C.
To me, this is boring. I put it top of D. So if you guys both like it more,
I like it.
This is a huge difference. This is between here and here. If you want to find a medium, that'd be somewhere in the middle.
And to be honest, I don't have much of an argument. It's just when I play it, I enjoy the cooperativeness. Tyler, left, right, let's get a rhythm going. And you feel like you're in a team, moving together. Cool. I don't know. I kind of like that.
I think it's...
But it's not much of a argument I can really make. It's just I enjoy it.
I think it would be here.
That seems like pretty much the middle of what me and Brandon are saying.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Right.
Awkward.
These ones...
What is that?
This one's
neat.
right?
It's a dual one, so...
This is Time Bomb, the duel from Spaceland.
Yeah, this is the one where they start a timer, they turn it invisible,
and you try to get it
close to 0.
There's a duel in
cool.
I love those kind of duels. I'd put that one bottom of B. No, I'd put it... Maybe not bottom of B. I think I'd put it right one slot below the dueling one where the Mushroom Mancer one.
Mushroom Brew?
See, for me, this is my... Besides the Pyro one, this is my favorite duel. So I put it above Mushroom Mancer and even above the Hot Rope Jump. For me, it's all... might be an A tier duel. I really like those kinds of games.
Well,
I might put it right below the Pirate one, actually, in A tier.
That means it...
That's it!
I did it again!
I'm locking in my answer!
I keep doing that. I think it was here.
It was quite a bit lower on the C tier. You had it like above the balloon one. Bobsled, I think.
Like this?
Around there.
I don't feel like it. Oh god.
No, it's higher than the.
It's higher than bobsled.
Right above the bobsled.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's higher than bobsled. So
right
down, right to the left,
one.
Right there.
I think it was right there.
I'm sorry. I got a twitchy finger. Anyways, Tyler thinks mid B, Brandon thinks low A.
Yes.
That means it'd be high B to average out.
Well, what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think, Drew?
I think it's...
Give the Harney opinion.
You were the one who played it with Brandon.
I did. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think it'd be here. No, like that. It's in the middle, you know.
I'm fine with that.
I do like these two more than this. But I think this one still is the best duel in the game. The pirate one?
Pirate one's neat.
Okay, this next one is an S tier random game to me.
Of all random games, S tier.
This one's
What is it S tier of all these games?
I'm saying that I always enjoy the games that are just, it's random.
But this one's showmanship.
This one,
random.
I think this one is pure. This is S tier because the presentation of it being a big bomb, it sits there, you're like, what the hell's gonna happen?
Choose a
smoke out the nostril. Oh, I'm fine. And then there's also the chance that it feels like, in some random games, like, oh crap, he pulled the last toad, so I have to hit the Koopa Kid and lose. Like that happened.
This one could just keep going.
This one, there's always
safe one.
There's always enough safe ones where they can refresh it.
Remember, it happened like 3 times in a row.
Because of that,
S tier.
S tier above Hexagon Heat for me.
I think it's the bottom of S.
I could go either way. So let me...
Above Hexagon Heat!
What do you think? Which one do you like more, basically? Hexagon Heat or God of Big Blast?
Hexagon Heat's a normal 4-player one. That bomb one's always a...
This bomb one always makes me go...
I'll put above
Which is so fun.
Above Hexagon Heat.
It gives me the sour face!
This kind of random one when all your money is on the line is
so
just freaking hilarious.
Crazy.
Let's see, what is this one called? This one is called Lava Tile Isle. This is like a battle...
Yeah,
I thought I would like it, and when I was little...
This one's a battle one, but it's a little janky. When the thwomp starts shaking and moves, you don't move with it. You stand still and it slides underneath
I was going to say, I used to like battle games a lot, like the fighting ones, but I've come to find out a lot of Mario Party battle games like that end in draws or just really jank,
the battle games
or something doesn't work right.
The battle games in the first 3 are janky because in all first 3 Mario Parties, they lay on the iframes way too much after you get hit.
I mean, they do that, and some of the later ones are really bad too. You get hit and you got iframes.
I feel like I've never really seen a draw on this one. Usually, there's always a winner.
I almost dropped the computer one time.
I do like that there's not much of a draw.
It's fun. I'd put it top of C.
Yeah, I do have to consider that thing you said. It's weird when they move, but your character doesn't move with it. That always throws me off. That always just doesn't feel right to me.
You said C, Brandon. I said B. Where do you put it?
I think I'm leaning towards C.
Okay. Now, where would you put it in C?
I said top of C.
You think it's the very best in C?
I think it's the best one in C so far.
Okay.
I think it's right above bobsled.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Yeah, I'd put it lower C.
Okay. That's a big difference. That's between here and here.
Yeah.
Drew said lower B, so it would skew more.
Skew towards
it would
the top.
skew more towards the front end.
Probably right above the sand one.
Probably.
Okay, I can see that. This next one's a lot of fun.
This next one is quite a bit of fun, but Drew's damn good at it.
They say in the instructions, if you walk slow, you hide faster, but that never seemed to work for me.
It worked for me. I felt it.
I don't know, but what do you think? This is a game of chicken.
That one
and
I like it.
It can be hilarious when nobody wins.
That happened once.
For me, this one is probably the bottom of S tier. It's
Really?
always fun when you do it. It feels super fair for everyone. I like
would
the
knock
risk
it-
versus
I'd put it in A.
reward.
I would knock it down to A because it is also a really slow game, especially when like
Oh,
three
I
people
guess.
get out at the same time. Then the last person just needs to play extra safe.
One thing I do like that helps in the fact that it's a bit slow, there's a timer. Because some of the really slow
That's true.
games I hate, they either have a massive timer or they just have no timer at all. This one's only like 20-some seconds from what I remember. You've got to get in and get out.
I don't think the timer ever got really close.
Because the timer was to incentivize you to go faster, but if you go faster, it's riskier,
Yeah.
and you want to beat everyone else. So I like it. There's a lot of balancing, like decision making, how quick you want to go.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'd put it
So
in
for
mid-A.
me, it's bottom of S.
I would put it right above the.
put
It's
it-
funny when everyone dies too.
I'd put it probably right above the Symphony Spin, the musical Dizzy Dancing. I'd put it one above
I
that.
see. Okay, so you want it here.
Yeah.
I want it here.
And I
Brad
want
wants it here.
Yeah.
Where's the average? Are we
So
looking
it would
like,
skew more towards you.
probably like either here or
It would
here?
either be right above or below you.
Okay.
I would say.
So what do you think?
I'm right. I'm okay with it right below ice hockey.
Okay.
If Tyler and you are.
That's where I wanted it, yeah.
Part of me kind of wants to swap Dizzy Dancing and the Crane game now that I'm looking at those two.
These? Well, we'll go back after we finish. We're almost done.
Yeah.
This next one is a 2v2. It's called...
This one is saucy.
This 2v2 one is really fun.
Destruction
we only
Duet.
we only played it one time.
We only got it
and
one time.
He sabotaged you.
He did.
He was like, I don't want Drew to win.
was
Hey,
left
hey,
alone.
Brady, no help.
Which is a funny strategy. A lot of mini games you can do that.
Because you were set to win with him. Because I had CPU. CPU just
I know.
punch all day. Bro, you want to kick? And don't do it at
That one
2
I
punches
think
a
is
second.
really fun. That's one of my favorite break down the wall kind of games
That one's
they make
really
throughout the
fun.
series.
It's fun.
I would put that one in S
one's
tier
really
too.
fun that you can screw with your teammate if you don't want them
Exactly.
to
You
get
got a lot of
coined.
freedom with it, which is neat.
This is one like it's like okay, I don't want Drew to win, so I'm gonna just help Brandon make the game go faster.
And destruction feels good.
It does. I'd put it at the lowest.
I'd put it.
Lowest
At
S
A.
for me.
I would put it right
fun.
below the platforming one in A.
Okay, so to-
skews towards the top.
Slot 3 is what I would put it in.
So you'd
A.
put it... Brandon
I put it
here,
there.
You put it here.
And
I'd
Drew
put
puts it
here.
all the way over there. So it's gonna skew.
It's gonna
like
skew very
somewhere around
heavily
here.
to the front.
Yeah, very
Somewhere
heavy to
over
the
here.
left.
Yeah.
I put it above
I
ice.
like this one more than this one.
We
You wanna put it above
We
Chain
can
Chomp?
put it one below the ice.
We could put it
Yeah,
here.
right there. I'm good with that.
All right, but Bombs Away's back.
And it got nothing but better.
But Bombs
Is
Away
that,
was...
is that the one we're looking at now? Bombs Away?
Yes,
Yeah.
but Bombs
Yeah,
Away's
S2.
back.
Because now there's no draw.
This one's better.
Everyone that survives wins. It has a finale.
Yeah, the
big
finale
explosion.
Shot. I would put it one below.
But other than that, it's
Shell
pretty much the
Shocked.
same.
It is way
Oh.
funner than the first one, just because it's got cannonballs, it's got bullet bills, it's got the huge
I would
Bowser
move
bullet
it-
bill
draws.
at the end.
I would move it one to the right, is where I would put it.
So Tyler wants it here, you want it here?
Yes. S
So
tier,
it's up to
baby.
me. I like it more than Shell Shocked, so I'm going to put it...
Okay, so it'll go right.
I
in
mean,
the
I
middle.
like it less than Shell Shocked,
Okay.
so it's going to go here.
Alrighty.
Next we have Shy Guy Says. And I think he
Mostly
does a
the
better job at
same.
juking.
This
'Cause he'll
one-
He has
he'll
a-
do this sometimes.
he has
and
a better
it's funny.
He
AI.
does some real crazy stuff.
And there's a latitude that tells you how much time you have to
Yeah.
press the button.
I'd put it right above roll call.
Where is roll
Where
call?
was-
Right
where the hell
here?
was-
A
roll
tier.
Mid A?
Right there, yeah. Put it right there.
I'll put it. See, I had a higher Mario Party 1 because the games were worse, but now compared to these games,
More competition, huh?
there's more competition. So for me, it feels like a B tier game.
Ooh.
But Brandon, where would you put it in B?
Probably right before Spaceland's Duel.
I guess that's exactly what you're gonna say too.
It's still good. It's still a higher tier
no.
game, but
B
there's
is-
good competition in that. Look at that A tier stacked.
B is above average. So.
A tier is stacked as heck.
I'd put it at the top of B. I think it's better than these.
Okay.
So I think the way it skews, it would probably be right below the first slot then.
Yeah.
So like right here.
Yeah, because I'm the only one who said A tier.
Yeah. And I was close to yours.
All right, next is Sky Pilots.
I don't remember playing Sky Pilots.
I don't think we got to do it, but I know it's where you dash through the rings, right? And you got to dodge stuff, and you coordinate turning.
I don't think we can put this one on the tier list because I don't think me and Brandon can imagine how it plays at all.
Trying to.
You don't remember it at all, though.
No.
You're two people.
I think I remember
you
it.
You have to dodge stuff, but you're also flying through rings to speed up.
I remember
you
it.
coordinate your turning together.
I remember. It's okay.
No,
if your coordination isn't perfect, I remember it's really unresponsive.
I can't remember it well enough.
Slightly frustrating.
I can't remember it well enough to judge how much each teammate affects the turning and what exactly.
I remember it's pretty jank.
I'd put it lower B.
If they don't.
I'd put it.
I'm fine with you.
I have, from what I remember, it's higher C-ish.
You two can vote exactly where you
can put
want
it at the bottom of B then.
I'm fine with that.
As an average.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Hey, but we all know the next one.
Skateboard Scamper with the booze!
Skateboard Scamper's back.
With the booze!
So I think
this
is
better.
better than the original one because there's more jumps because they do like stairs and hills.
And the runaway
And
is
then
short.
the runaway at the end isn't, mash an A for 5 seconds.
There's some interesting greed versus strategy too, because you pick up a lot of speed on the downhills.
Yes.
But if you want to get extra coins, you pretty much have to jump on the downhill part and forfeit all of your speed gain to get those coins in those ruts.
And there's strategy.
And then you're stuck going up a hill, and that slows you down bad too.
And there's a strategy to try to jump partway up the hill so you don't lose speed until you land halfway up.
And this one's much more cumulative on your mashing speed.
Yeah.
Because in the first game, I wouldn't mash very hard in the first part. I only really mashed at the end. If I wasn't mashing,
like max distance, and this one doesn't. Have a max
Very
distance.
true.
This one, if you're mashing, you'll pull ahead.
This one I'd say is an A tier game.
So I like this one a lot. It's at least A.
Where in A would you guys say? Hey, that rhymes.
Where in A would you say? Right above ice hockey for me.
I would put it right above the.
I'd put it here.
I like me to go.
I was gonna put it barely lower. I was gonna put it right above the chain chomp.
So it's like Tyler here.
No, other side.
Tyler here, me here, Brandon here. I guess we'll just pick me in the center.
Yep.
Okay, so that you going here. Next is the comeback of Facelift.
Facelift in this one is way better. There's partial movements instead of everything being maxed out. There's multiple different characters. This one is like the S tier version of the game. I have fun because there's so many different options. Like, oh hey, Mario's mustache stretched out, or hey, Yoshi's eyes are closed, or since there's so many different variations of this one, I put it in S tier. It's fun.
I put it in A.
This is where I don't necessarily agree with you guys in the sense that I don't think the improvements change the game's feel enough for me to bump it a tier up from where it was before, but it does move it up a couple spots.
Okay.
But again, there's some tight competition. So for me, it's like a B, C tier game.
I say S, you said A, you said B or C?
I'm like top of C, bottom of B.
It has to be upper B as an average.
Yeah.
I think so.
There's tight competition. Those upper games are good.
I'll concede to top of B.
Very top of B?
Well, because Brandon's arguing B or C, and both of us are tiers above Brandon.
Yeah. I think top of B is the average, because Tyler wanted S and you wanted A, and I wanted way down in C.
Yeah, I think top of B is
probably. You're going here. Next is a Mecha Marathon.
Okay.
Oh, I love this
one's a mash A.
This is the Brandon wins minigame.
Why? Because I can...
This one is just a mash A.
Mash A, B.
Watching the results...
A and B, same time.
Yeah.
No rhythm.
Watching the results is really fun.
Really fun.
The presentation. But in the end, it's still just a mash 2 buttons for a long-ass time, so it's like a lower B tier for me.
Oh, see, this is where me and Tyler are different again. I think it's high A tier. I love this one. It's fun just seeing them fly. I love seeing...
To average out, you'd have to pick high B or low A.
I love seeing how they just all slowly drop off, so you can
out,
keep cheering like it's a race.
Well, I'm saying...
Love it.
What did I say?
For me, it's high.
I said low B. And what did Brandon say? High A?
Like high A.
What do you think, Drew?
What are your thoughts on the game in general?
It's basically, do you like the presentation enough for A, or
I do. I love it.
Or do you dislike mashing games enough?
I don't dislike it. I think it's like in the middle of B, like right here.
Okay, so it sounds like it's probably like if we do all the averaging out, probably be above the car one with the coins.
Magnet Carta.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
Probably.
All right, you going
I'm good
over
with
here?
that. Oh, the next one's
one's
good.
This one's S tier.
The only game that beats this is Slot Car Derby for me.
I will have to say this is my favorite game in the. This is my favorite mini game.
This is probably
Bumper Balloon Cars.
This one is
second in S tier
for me. This is my favorite in the game. Mine's number 1 for this.
For me, it's number 2. This is freaking fun.
See, this one is this one and the Bowser Bomb one are both battle.
Yep.
And I like it. I think it's a better battle game than the Bowser one. It's like super fast paced.
Everyone's nervous.
Super tense,
everyone's like turn. You crash into someone, you flip them around.
It does piss me off once in a while when I get tapped and I flip all the way around and he gets a free win. But yeah, it adds to the fun.
I'd put it in slot 3.
This is a
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so we'll put it in 2.
Yay! We get my pick.
Shell Shock, no.
And of course, the last one is Day at the Races.
Day at the Races.
This is so weird, actually.
Okay, this one's
pure luck, but awesome presentation.
Awesome presentation.
I'm gonna say this.
My
it's a battle game like the Bomb.
Yes.
The Bomb has better presentation. This one feels like you have very little agency if you're not the first player to pick. You just get stuck with whatever you have.
Yeah, you can say the same for the bombs. Like the Switch.
Yeah, but
what if you're last in line?
Here's the thing: if you're last in line, there is still one you can push that, like, you won't lose. Whereas if you are forced to get the 4th character and you lose, you'll be upset because it wasn't the one you wanted to pick to begin with.
Yep.
I think this one.
In the end,
the presentation is still good enough for an A, but it can't go in S with the Bomb one. The Bomb one is a tier better than this.
It's a bit of a weird presentation because it does make you feel like if you went last, that you got screwed. You technically don't in the end because no one really knows which one's gonna win. They all have an equal chance.
Yeah, no one knows.
It's just a weird fallacy. It makes you feel mad. You're like, Darla's gonna pick the Bomb.
No one,
you know?
No one knows, but
pisses you off still.
No.
It pisses me off.
No, here's the
go up, Drew.
No one knows, but let's say Drew goes second, and he picked Boo, and you go last, and you wanted Boo, and Boo actually gets first place.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
it pisses you off.
I wanted to pick. So basically, you didn't know Boo was going to win, but you're
after the fact,
very sour that someone else picked the one you wanted and it won.
What if you said that for the Switches? Like, let's say I want to get Blue. Oh, but Brandon got Blue and he was safe, and then I had to go get another one and I died for it.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
The same because they're both pure luck based.
Yeah,
because Drew likes to pick yellow. I want yellow, and then Brandon stole my yellow.
The difference in that one though is you instantly know if someone blows up or not. You're not watching a whole race, and on top of that, there's always going to be a chance for you to pick one that doesn't blow up the bomb. And in that race, if you had to go last and yours lost, that means there was 0 chance for you to actually pick a possible winner.
I have a strong feeling.
But you don't know that until it's over.
Yeah. So in the end, it's only an aftermath. It doesn't affect the before.
It's really tough.
It's tough.
They're
it's fun to watch,
same game.
but it's a tier below.
I think it makes you feel more sour because you kind of get invested in a character too, in a sense. Because I really like Boo.
It's like you're placing bets on someone.
You know, which I like that. I think it's neat.
There's a difference between placing a bet on a character and like having to watch a whole race and then
here's a switch.
You pick a color and the color happened to be wrong. You're like, damn it, I lost, but you don't feel sour. You get forced to pick a character you didn't want to pick and it loses, then you're just like really sour about it.
I'm gonna say this is very fitting.
This is pure luck. He could have won. He couldn't.
This was a very fitting final game. We got a good discussion on that one.
Well, look.
But let's go ahead and cut it here. I'm gonna say
I think it's fun that it's
tier.
random. I think it's a tier worse, so I would say middle of A.
I think it's mostly the same as the Bomb, but I do like the Bomb's presentation more. So it's high A, like
I will say
slot
high
2.
To middle A, yes.
Like
okay, so we're all agreeing
2.
it's high middle A, but where in
it's
A
good.
would it go?
Slot 2 for me.
You think it's
right above that one, right below. Yep.
I would put it right above Skateboard Scamper.
Right here?
Yeah.
We'll probably average out between this.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the end, do you like that Day at the Races more, but Bomb Barrage more?
Bomb Barrage.
You like this one more?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put it.
I like Day of the Race more. I like cheering for my Thwomp, even though he never freaking won. He fell on his fat face every time.
I do like this one more.
He's big old Thwomp face.
Alright, let me center the camera.
But I
can't fit because this is a fat tier list. But we're all done.
That last game was our most heated one probably of the two.
It's because it had a really very close copy of it, like comparison.
And Tyler was very mad that Drew stole the one that he wanted.
It's fine.
I will say I don't understand the picking order. Because it probably goes on your roll turn order. Maybe
I think in that it's random because it's a battle game, so it happens when someone lands on the battle space.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's the exact same as the Bowser Bomb. It's also a battle space.
Well, didn't win last time, but Skipper Scamper wins this time, or Star Card Derby. And
hell yeah, Star Card Derby!
Bumper Balls is now,
it's the best
because there's no paddle battle, Bumper Balls gets to take it.
Yep, Bumper Ball garbage.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you all in Mario Party 3's tier list, which we just beat today.
No repeats, so here we go.
Yep.